Okay, thank you so much, and good morning to all of you. It's really good to see all of you gathered there. It's our sincere gratitude that you all made it this morning, and my apologies that I could not make it in person. So for me, it's just to welcome you all, and also maybe just to ensure that we can achieve the objective for this meeting.
The history of SDGs is very rich, and I think I would say that they were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015, and it provides a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people on the planet. And they say now and into the future.
This youth pre-conference is really, it's been a long time coming. For the group of us who've been, part of the youth and SDG space for a very long time, we've had the pleasure of participating in about 3 or 4 SDG multi-stakeholder engagement forums. And over the years, we repeatedly mentioned to the forum that we really need to ensure that we have youth inclusion in these forums. We are the generation that would definitely implement the SDGs, ensure that we achieve all the goals, even beyond 2030. And so allow me to really pass a huge congratulatory message to the SDG Kenya Forum, the Champion for SDGs, and all the partners who worked to put this event together.
It's you sending yourself and also pushing yourself into other units. It's youth can engage themselves in activities that they are not sure of. I can say at times you feel like I'm not confident enough, I'm not creative enough, I'm not innovative enough. But whatever you're thinking can be very creative, can be very innovative without you knowing.
I believe by sharing opportunities with each other, encouraging our friends also, is how now we build this movement and we bring everybody on board. And through this movement is how we can break the stereotype, yeah? Because once the youth are united is how we can tell this, the bosses at top, like, yo, here's our voice.
And sometimes I say thank God for COVID sometimes, because then COVID has really revolutionized, for example, the workspace. Right now we have remote working policies, for example. Young people are like, okay, this is the kind of working I want. SDGs are not somewhere in the air. They have to be in those budgets. They have to be in those plans, right? So if you don't influence the development of your county for the next 5 years, SDGs will come here, talk about it, then go back. It has to be mainstreamed in the national and the county planning processes.
Whether there is an opportunity or not, be consistent in pursuit for that.
For session, there are many questions. There is one about the challenges, there is one about the recommendations, there is one about the opportunities.
We have so many funds outside here. From our government, they have been exposing the public for youths to apply for the case of innovations, to come up with our innovations, the things we think we can add to the world and make it a better place. And mine was just, mine was a challenge because I've seen it not working for us. Can we employ other method, these funds, kama zinaweza rudishwa hazirudishwi kwa government, but the government take the initiative of building the industries and coming up with innovating centers where they give us now the opportunity to go and take our knowledge there as we even get the employment.
I also want my question to be posed to the General Conference that how are the business stakeholders avoiding the SDGs greenwashing in relation to the greenwashing, and how are the SDG indicators being met? Thank you.
Thank you so much for that question. For the young people, we really need to go to our counties and be involved in the formation of the CADPs.
We are talking of us looking at how SDGs are being implemented. But again, I think majorly we are doing it in the elite space, like people who are educated. But I think we need to get into the roots and try to also make this point and bring it home, because especially for the pastoralist communities.
Place naishi kuna youth, basi ndo mkubwa. Sasa they do drugs, ukiwauliza mbona wanasema hatuna kazi, kulikuwa na kazi mtahani ikastopishwa. Sasa badala ya wao kuzura kazi yao ni kutake drugs, alafu wewe tutaenda usiku kwa mani kitu 7 unanyongwa na tunaibiwa. Sasa SDG 8 and 9 sijui tawakaje, at least government na we wasaidia kitu ya kufanya ndo mambo na drugs na kunyonga aidha tutakopa.
I'm running an organization with a friend of mine where we teach young kids around 7 years old to code. And I realized it's very easy for very young kids to code than teaching an adult how to code a program. So why am I saying this? Children are very easy to understand these SDGs. And so when we teach the kids, the young people, about, not the young, I don't want to use young people, we can use young kids, the kids about SDGs, and you create songs about SDGs, they can actually create awareness than us.
At what rate have we partnered with the government, being a leader by birth and being a politician by vocation? At what rate have we partnered with this government in charge to make sure that these goals are there for them to cultivate well, and for us, the youth, upcoming youths, and also the young ones, to achieve what we need?
Kuna goals kadhaa concentratiwa sana, and then ukiangalia goal kama sustainable cities and communities, leo ni kama ijaongelewa sana like other goals. Mkiongelea kuhusu gender equality, men are also getting hurt because gender equality, most of us are talking about sana in mental health.
For us to achieve the 17 goals is not an easy journey or an easy task to achieve, unless we put politics aside from these goals. It cannot be achieved.
Have one grant that should address, the SDGs. And I'm wondering, is that acceptable?
With Kenyans, I feel we are lagging behind because we lack information.
On the taxes and the incentives that have been put up for the startups, concerning for the startups, we are getting a problem there, because we find that a business that has already been in production and one that is already starting, that's just starting right now, most of the times in very many sectors they are charged around the same tax, and then this affects us very badly.
Please share out your metrics out there so that other organizations can build up. Actually, it's all about what I call knowledge brokering. So if you put your information, or rather your successes, in your different organizations out there, it will make it easy for me, rather as a startup, somebody mentioned a startup, it will make it easy for me to just go past the impacts that you faced before.
What is the, let me call it, impact assessment of these programs to the young people? Once we have such a forum, what are you guys doing after this to make sure that whatever you taught the guys who are here today, that they have been able to implement some of these things you're teaching them? So how do I actualize the knowledge I have to meaningful and solution-oriented initiatives within my community? So one, more capacity building needs to be done. I feel like that really needs to come out clearly when you present your report next week. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I was happy to be here.